Module overview. As artists deepen their journey toward developing a distinct and authentic style, the ability to engage in reflection and constructive self-critique becomes essential. Module 9 focuses on cultivating internal dialogue, critical thinking, and self-assessment practices that help refine personal voice, illuminate strengths, recognize patterns, and redirect creative misalignments. In this phase, the artist evolves from passive creator to conscious curator of their own growth. Artistic style becomes not just a product of intuition, but also of intentional refinement, consistent introspection, and sophisticated analysis of one's choices, narratives, aesthetics, and philosophies. This module guides you through methods of evaluating their own work with honesty and clarity beyond praise or rejection, while positioning feedback as a tool, not a verdict. Artists will learn to identify stylistic consistencies, contradictions, evolution, and stagnation in their body of work. Core themes and concepts. 1. The importance of reflection in artistic growth. Reflection as a deliberate pause in the creative process, moving from unconscious habits to conscious decisions. How reflection helps bridge intention and perception. Self-critique versus self-judgment. Understanding the difference between self-evaluation and self-sabotage. How to critique your work constructively without demeaning your abilities. Building internal frameworks for objective analysis. Personal style mapping. Identifying recurring visual motifs, themes, formats, and mediums. Tracing evolution, what's changed, what's remained, and what's emerging. Recognizing influences and differentiating from imitation. Journaling, annotation, and documentation. Maintaining a process journal to track thoughts, reactions, and patterns. Annotating finished works with reflections on technique, emotion, and impact. Building a reflective practice portfolio. Peer feedback and its integration. Strategies for seeking, receiving, and implementing external feedback. Discerning valuable critique from unhelpful opinion. When to remain true to your voice, when to pivot. Visual literacy and style awareness. Learning to read your own art critically through elements like line, color, form, symbolism, and texture. Studying how your choices communicate themes or distort meaning. Evaluating style coherence across series and mediums. Voice refinement through series work. Developing a theme series as a laboratory for voice refinement. Experimenting with cohesion and variation. Using contrast between works to define boundaries of style. Conceptual refinement. Deepening the intellectual content of your work. Matching visual strategy with conceptual rigor. Reimagining your creative mission, statement, and direction. Emotional and psychological awareness. Recognizing how emotions affect your artistic decisions and perception. Identifying emotional triggers that shape your style. Artistic therapy. How art reflects and refines your inner life. Cycles of revision and growth. Accepting that style is dynamic, not static. Setting benchmarks for personal growth over time, when to leave a style behind and when to push it further. Practical assignments. Reflective portfolio review. Revisit your past 10 artworks. Annotate each with 3 things you did well, 2 areas for improvement, and 1 stylistic insight. Stylistic timeline exercise. Map your journey from your earliest work to now. Highlight stylistic shifts and breakthroughs. Critique exchange. Participate in a peer critique session. Implement 2 pieces of feedback into a revision. Voice statement. Write a 500-word artist statement focusing on your personal artistic voice and how it's evolved. Before and after project. Select a past artwork and recreate it with your refined style, explaining the changes and intentions. Learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you will be able to distinguish between constructive critique and harmful self-judgment, critically assess their own artistic work with clarity and depth, map the evolution of their personal style across time and projects. Utilize journaling and annotation to guide artistic refinement. Integrate peer feedback while staying true to their unique voice, produce work that is conceptually and stylistically cohesive, articulate their artistic voice with confidence and clarity, commit to long-term growth through iterative cycles of self-reflection, real-world applications, strengthened ability to prepare portfolios with professional commentary, more persuasive artist statements for grants, galleries, and residencies, confident articulation of personal style in interviews, exhibitions, or collaborations, enhanced ability to grow independently without constant external validation, sharper eye for curating personal collections and retrospectives.